Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Pia and I am, as always, so very happy that you're joining me here today for a little chat about yarn and knitting. If you participated in the knit-a-thon last weekend, I want to take this opportunity to once again thank you so much for helping to make that a very special event. Thank you so much, and I do hope to see you and anyone who didn't participate in roughly 6 months when we're going to do the spring knit-a-thon. I do apologize for any ambient noises in the background. I do have the family dog Tyson in here, plus the family is at home, but we're gonna make it work, right? Today I have 2 finished objects, 2 works in progress, and 2 dream knits that I am itching to cast on. So let's get started. Maybe I should just mention that today I am wearing my scrappy triangles. This is a newer version of my scrappy stripe. This is written for a tighter stitch gauge because there were people who really struggled to meet the very open gauge of scrappy stripe. So I reworked it. I think is this a 23, 24 stitch gauge, something like that. Knit in a fingering weight. This is a sock yarn that I used, some yarns from the Danish hand dyer, a Knitter's World, and yeah, it is just this very much like the scrappy stripe, a simple little t-shirt that is just so easy to wear, and it does get a lot of wear over here in Texas. I will say earlier in the day I was wearing one of my finished objects. I was wearing this one because we are in Texas, so we're running our heaters in the morning and our air gun in the afternoon, and I'm here for it. I get to wear all my knits. But yeah, this is the first of my finished objects, and if you were there for the knit-a-thon, you're probably not surprised. I only had 23 rounds of sleeve ripping to do before I was done with this sweater. So I, of course, finished her. I am loving her. Yeah, this one I'm really proud. I really like how this color work is placed. I think it gives such a beautiful look to the shoulders when the color work is placed a little lower than you usually see up here around the neck. This pattern is gonna come out on November 24, but in the beginning it's only gonna be available as a kit with the yarn and only in Danish. Later I am gonna translate the pattern and make it available without the yarn, but for the Christmas season this is actually sort of a advent calendar for a Knitter's World, who also made the yarn for this one. Whoops! Hang on a second, and we're back. I was talking about the yarn for my snowflake sweater, this one. It is knit in a lovely single ply baby alpaca merino silk base. And I must say it was a pleasure to knit with, but an even bigger pleasure to look at and touch and wear after blocking. I love how it is just fluffed up. It really bloomed with blocking. I don't know if you can see the halo that's on this yarn. It is absolutely beautiful, and I am really pleased with it. So if you do understand Danish, I recommend that you get the kit with this original yarn. If you really wanna get the kit and you don't speak Danish, please let me know, because then I might just speed up the translation process of this. Let's see. My other finished object is not going to come as any surprise either, because that is of course my Halloweeny Aurora sweater, the one where I needed to work, what, 2/3 of a sleeve to finish it. This has been on my needles forever and ever, and there is absolutely no good reason for that. But now I finished it, I get to wear it. I love this color. It is so out of my comfort zone. It does not look like anything else I own, and I'm loving it. This is yarn that I picked up here in Texas at the McKinney Knittery. It's less traveled yarn in the colorway Pumpkin Spice. And last time I was in McKinney, I saw that they still had this yarn. So apparently it is a repeatable colorway. When I got it, I for some reason got the idea that it was a once-off color, but it's apparently not. Which I am very happy for, because this is glorious. It is, as I said, my Aurora sweater, my own design. This is probably one of the designs that I like the best of everything that I made. It's not one that I have sold many copies of the pattern, but I am really pleased with it. I love the detailing, I love the fit, especially on the body. There are two reasons for the great fit on the body. First, you have the detail of the ribbing, the twisted rib going all the way. Actually, it goes from the hem of the body here, and then it continues up under the sleeve, and it goes under the arm all the way to the ribbing on the wrists. So that actually helps just give the sweater a better fit. And also there is some sleeve, some body shaping here at the end of the body before the ribbing. You do some increases to pull the back side of the sweater a little forward and up, so that it is actually a lot shorter in front than in back, and it just, yeah, it just fits beautifully. The sleeves are slim sleeves, rather tight sleeves, to sort of make up, balance out all the extra ease that you have in the body. So yeah, all in all, a really nice fit, a sweater that I am going to love. I'm of course gonna wear it for Halloween, because how could I not? I'm gonna look like a pumpkin, right? I should make myself a pumpkin hat. But of course I'm not gonna do that, because if, again, you were there last weekend, you know what kind of hat I'm wearing for Halloween. This is my newest cast on, my Halloween hat, which is a spider hat. Look, I already worked 4 of the legs. This is gonna be great. I don't know that I'm going to impress anyone with this hat, but I am gonna have a lot of fun with it, for sure. And it works out so fast. I'm using a free pattern from Ravelry, written by Chris Wall. It's called the All-in-One Spider. She does have this huge collection of tiny animals crocheted in one piece. Very, very easy to work. Often when you work these small animals, you have a lot of finishing to do. Not on these patterns. They're worked in one piece. They're super easy. I did make this spider for Victor about a month ago. And I used a a sport weight yarn and came up with a spider the size of the palm of my hand. But then I thought, you know what, if I get a super chunky yarn, I think this is from Michael's. You can get yarn like this anywhere. It's a super chunky acrylic yarn. I'm using a hook that is 12 millimeters, big one. I don't know what it's called in the American sizes. But I'm pretty sure that this hat is going to fit me. And I think after Halloween, I'm probably gonna crochet the bottom part too, so that he turns into a plaything. But for Halloween, I'm gonna go trick-or-treating wearing this one. I started a spider along. That was on a whim during the knit-a-thon. I was like, we need to make spiders together. So it's super informal. It's just, if you want to make spiders for Halloween hats or just playthings or decorations or whatever, join me. Use the hashtag SpiderAlong on Instagram and we will have so much fun looking at each other's spiders. I can't wait to finish this. This is all I want to work on because it is so much fun. And it's fast. It works up so fast. I can hardly believe it. Up until now, there's been absolutely no surprises. And my second whip is not going to be a surprise either. Because that is, of course, my cat number 2, the design that I started working on for the knit-a-thon. And I have not done a ton of work on it. I haven't had so much knitting time this week. And also, it's been a short week. It's Thursday morning. We're packing up real soon to go to Disney World. I just wanted to pop in and say hello and show you what I've been doing for the week. But yeah, here is where I'm at. I've just been adding maybe an inch or 2 to the body. Yeah. If you want to know more about this, there's one of the episodes from the knit-a-thon that is all about the design of this sweater. But I'm gonna use this for the Christmas season, for all the Christmas parties and for the family gatherings. It's gonna be a short sleeve sweater so that I can layer it. I can use it over a big white shirt and some black leather leggings, or I can use it with my black tulle skirt, maybe even with my pink tulle skirt. That's gonna be an explosion of color, right? And then some heavy boots just to balance out everything. Or I can even use it with my jeans and some strappy sandals, maybe a blazer on top. It's just gonna be absolutely lovely. So I am going to put in a lot of work on this one in the coming weeks. This is also knit in a single ply baby alpaca merino silk base. This is, I swear it's a coincidence, but it's a happy coincidence. I really love this base. This is from by Kibberek, another Danish hand dyer. This color is called Brændebyen, Fire in the City. And I'm sure you can see why that is the name of it. It's amazing. Now looking at these colors, there is one thing that I forgot to mention about this one. These colors are actually similar in that they're both hand-dyed yarns and they're reddish. Red colors are notorious for bleeding. So what I did when I was ready to block this one is that I first put it in, I took a big bowl of cold water and I added a few cups of colorless vinegar, just the cheap kind that you can find in Walmart. Just a few cups of that. Let it soak in 20-30 minutes just to make sure that any excess color would be soaked up into the sweater. You can also use citric acid for that. It's maybe easier to keep around in the house, just a little pack of powder that you add to the water, but it's a really good idea. It's actually a good idea every time you're working with hand-dyed yarns, is to allow it to rest in some either vinegar or citric acid before the actual blocking. But especially important when you're working with reddish tones or the turquoise. They're also like, they'll bleed, and I don't think there's anything the hand dyers can do about it. It's just the nature of these colors. So for sure this one is also gonna end up in a vinegar bath, and then after it has soaked in the vinegar bath, I'm then gonna soak it in some wool wash and then just block it like I would any other garment. Of course, this is going to need some blocking to open up the lace. This is a special lace pattern. It is built on the basis of some ribbing because I wanted something to give a really nice fit around the shoulders. So I tried to create a lace pattern built on 1x1 ribbing. So yeah, really enjoying this one. There's gonna be some body shaping on this one as well, something similar to what's on my Aurora, because I think it gives such a nice fit to oversized sweaters that you just have a little bit of shaping on the body. Of course, it's easy to omit. If you don't want it, you're just gonna omit it, just knit it straight. But yeah, this is my plan for this one. So, 2 finished objects, 2 works in progress, still no surprises. Everything is as one would have expected if you were watching the knit-a-thon. I now have 2 dream knits, 2 things that I am itching to cast on. And the first is, of course, Andrea Mowry's new pattern. Is it the cozy, big cozy cardi, something like that? It's beautiful. It's right up my alley, which I'm sure anyone who has been following along here for a while will know. As soon as that one came out, I was like, I need that in my life. So of course I bought the pattern, and I could see that this is one of those patterns where yarn substitution is going to be so easy. I'm not going to go into why, but because of the construction of this garment, you can basically use any yarn that you would like, any yarn weight. It's going to be so easy to substitute. I am not going to knit it at the very tight gauge that is in the pattern. I think I'm going to loosen up the gauge a little, but I don't know what yarn I will be using. On Monday, I'm going to go to McKinney Knittery, meet up with some friends. If you're in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, a bunch of us are meeting up at McKinney Knittery Monday at 1 o'clock. So if you want to join us, I'd be thrilled to see you. Anyway, I'm sure there's going to be some shopping there. I don't think I have left the McKinney Knittery without some yarny goodness. So this is definitely one of the things that I'm going to be looking out for, is some yarn for the big cozy cardi. Hello, Tyson. Do you want to say hello? Yeah. Yeah, it's very stressful, I know. Yeah, but you'll be fine. My other dream knit is also kind of related to the bikini knittery. Last time I was there, I picked up this moondrake fiber. It's a sport weight superwash merino in the colorway kelp, and this is not, now it's focusing for a little while there. This is just a beautiful color. Of course, I couldn't not buy this color. It's all of my colors in one, all the browns and the grays and the sandy beige. It's beautiful. It's a very warm color, and it's just beautiful. So I bought 4 skeins without really knowing what to do with it. I just knew I needed this yarn in my life. But then the other day I was wearing my Be Beautiful, the little t-shirt with the ribbed pattern on the bottom and the 3 bees flying down the neck. I was wearing this, and then I thought, wow, this would be great. This pattern, this yarn, it would be lovely. And maybe I even have enough yarn to make it long sleeved. I don't know about that. We'll see. So this is definitely also on my to-do really soon list, because I really think that would be a garment that I would enjoy a lot. For sure I would enjoy knitting it. That's something, but I'm also pretty sure that I would enjoy wearing it. This one is getting a lot of wear in the warmer weather because it is so airy. It's this open gauge, and yeah, just a beautiful yarn, and yeah. But I'm sure it would work perfectly in a heavier yarn, which would give me a slightly tighter gauge, but for sure a beautiful garment. That was it for the creative content this week. Not a whole lot of knitting, but a whole lot of fun. And I actually think that I am gonna leave things here, start to pack up my stuff so I can get ready to go to Disney World with my little babies, which is gonna be so much fun. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope to see you again next time. Until then, be well, be happy, and keep knitting. Bye.